This is a GW E100. This is a German Tier 10 SPG, and the map is Fisherman's Bay. I'm going to get 3,800 damage in this game. You notice that I joined a platoon. Someone invited me to a platoon. I always accept platoon invites because over the years, so many people have helped me with platoons to get me to win the Object 260 and the T55A and stuff like that. So I'm always helping people with whatever platoon missions they're working on. Although my understanding is it's possible that I thought they took away all the platoon missions from the campaign missions, but I'm not sure. I'm going to do a lot of damage. Hopefully we'll have a really good game. Object 140BB. Very rare tank. Don't you want it? So I took a blind shot. Because I have 28 rounds and you've got around a 30-second reload, that means in 14 minutes you can fire everything. It takes about 14 minutes to fire everything. So I keep the gun firing. If I got to take a wild shot, I just keep firing and firing and firing. The last thing you want to do, this is very important. When you're playing, that was 215 damage on the WZ-111-5A. When you play at the end of the game, a lot of people like to camp and wait for something to happen, and the clock ticks down. And what they don't understand is that your SPG only gets to fire so many shots. You got a 10-second reload. You can kill a tank in a minute. I can't do that. I need 2 or 3 minutes to kill a tank. So when it's getting down to the wire and it's near the end of the game, you don't want to slow the game down if you've got artillery, especially if you're dependent on them. You're only making it so they can't participate. All you're doing is postponing. You're not making the game easier at all. I know that there's tanks over there, but we're going to try and find somebody who's spotted. For example, that Leopard 1, you think you know where he might be? And I wonder where that 140BB is going. He's probably going somewhere unpredictable. Oh, look at that, Leopard 1. You know what would be a good camo for the Leopard 1? Leopard skin. Wouldn't that be a great camo? I know I'm going to get something here. Yeah, I got 260 on the Object 140BB. I'm up to 475 damage. This vehicle, I think it's kind of fun to play. Oh, a tree fell and I didn't notice it, maybe? You think they're there? It's possible. There's 2 tanks right there. Because I saw the Panzer poop wagon over here, I decided to aim for that vehicle. And you notice that I'm using the alternative view mode. I wanted to make sure I didn't hit anything other than my intended target. Oh yeah, 410 damage. One thing I notice about these SPGs is the shot often lands exactly where you're pointing it to land. Doesn't go wild that often. I was so happy over here. Yeah, 115 on the WZ-111-5A BB, a very rare tank. Don't you wish you had a WZ-111-5A BB? Oh, here's a Panzer poop wagon. I think this is going to be a blind shot. I don't know if I recall if that Panzer Kampfwagen 7, if he's going to suicide at the end of the game. I think he's going to drown himself. I'm really not sure. Got 1,000 damage on the nose. Oh, look at that. So the E100 was tracking me, but he's not going to hit me again. I'm not dumb. Maybe I forgot to reposition. He's going to try to fire at me, but he's going to fail. You're going to see an incoming shot at some point. Yeah, there it was. So he missed me. I did take some damage. And at some point, you know what? I'm going to be like, I'm just going to get the hell out of here. and he's not going to be able to get me. Like, he knows I'm in this area, but it's so difficult to reposition for many different reasons. There's a lot of trees around me. Okay, there's a few trees around me, and the water can slow you down, and I got to spin the tank. So for all those different reasons, I said, you know what? That was 448 on the WZ111. For all those reasons, I was like, I'm just going to increase my distance and get out of here. And I've got so many of these guys I could go after. I'm up to 1448 damage. So my team abandoned the west side. And I wasn't happy that they did that, because now it's a problem I got to deal with. And when I realized that, I said, you know what? I got to go back to where I came from. You see how they're all retreating? It was a really dumb move. But you know, that's what Unikums do. That's how you get a high win rate. You retreat when the going gets tough. If you're scared for any reason, you just retreat. And you abandon your allies. Mad Monkey just got taken out of the game. My platoon has fallen apart. So many choices. So many choices. Oh, all the Unikums right in line with the SPG. Yeah, you stay there, buddy. That's 379 on the Kampfwagen and 97 on the WZ-111. I'm up to 1900 damage and 401 stun damage. I wanted him. It was 253 stun on that WZ. This guy, I was surprised he didn't spot me. I guess I was covered well. And I thought, you know, my allies are going to deal with him. We'll find out if I was right. That's 141 on the Panzer Kampfwagen 7 and 826 stun damage. I only need 2 more critical hits. I was getting excited at this point, and I was like, hey, I want more critical hits. Come on. This is very critical. Yeah. You do that. You do that, buddy. Okay, so he's going to live another day. The enemy is advancing from the west, so I'm heading east. I don't recall being here very long. I'm up to 2,000 damage, 1480 stun. You wonder where he is, don't you? He's in a secret hiding space. Okay, GWE, let's see what kind of a gentleman you are. .408 damage on the GW E100. And he's out of the game, 142 stun damage. Oh, look, that E3 was there. I didn't expect him to be there. Let's see, Mr. W Jammin'. Uh-oh, easier target. Yeah, that's what the Unikums do. Park right next to each other. That was 110 damage on the WZ-132-1 plus 412 tracking damage. Yeah, that's an Unikum move to just go across the field out in the open. Leave the safety of the rock. So we know the WZ is right there because he wasn't spotted. So in the after game, I got 3,800 damage. The in-game says I got 1,600 stun. And I got 0 kills, which, you know, I predicted at the beginning of the game. We won 15-6. If you have any questions or comments, please post below. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch and subscribe to my YouTube channel.